Hi guys, so this is the part 2 story of my spiritual awakening. Okay, so I'm sorry it took forever. I had a lot of stuff to do. But so here we go. So again, we were talking about my mom. Now, my mom went through a lot of stuff, so she took it on me. Not necessarily all her kids, but on me. Yes, my siblings did have to stop going to school to take care of, especially my older sister. But me, my mom got married twice, and I'm from the second marriage, and my dad was a horrible husband, so she blames me for that, and she hates me for that. So she always said she hated me. She never liked me. Now, to this day, she repeated it again. She told me she hated me, and so I had to cut my mom off. I had to cut her out of my life. She was very toxic. She was draining my energy. She always made me feel like I was amount to anything, that I was not going to be able to be anything in life. I was divorced, single mom with 4 kids. I was not going to be anything. She always made sure to tell me that she didn't love me, that her favorite was my older sister, which it doesn't bother me. Actually, I love my sister because to me, she was my mom. She's the one that raised me. She's the one that was there for me. She's the one that did everything for me. So for me, I'm grateful for her. I'm grateful that she's in my life. I'm grateful that she never gave up on us. She's my mom. So it didn't hurt me to cut my mom off. The moment I cut her off, my life changed completely. I was able to smile again. I was happy. I didn't have someone right here behind me always telling me that I was nothing. I feel better about myself. I realized that sometimes you're better off without family. You find other people that are not family to actually love you like family. And I'm very grateful for that because I do have people in my life that love me and accept me for who I am. And they consider me family. And I do as well. And I'm very grateful for that. Yeah. So again, I had a big circle of friends. And I want to let you know that if you were a close friend of mine and I no longer talk to you, there's a reason why. I don't take crap lightly. And if your energy is just not vibing with mine, I cut you off for a reason. And that's something that you need to analyze yourself because that has nothing to do with me. If I see that you are a fake person, I no longer need to associate with you. I only associate with people that have good intentions. And believe me, I can read that from the moment I see you. You don't have to lie to kick it with me. Just be honest. Be yourself. Well, with that being said, I learned to protect my energy and to not allow anyone to drain me. I listen to my intuition, and if I need to walk away, I'll walk away. I do not let anyone hurt me anymore. I'm in a point in my life where it's not worth losing your energy for someone that doesn't even care about themselves. If they don't love themselves, they'll never love you. I'll tell you that. I learned that the hard way. Yeah. So, yeah. You need to make sure you evaluate your situation and see what serves good for you. And that serves you good and that brings the best out of you, not the worst. Just remember that. That's something that I had to learn the hard way. I know that a lot of people are going to judge me or are judging me. A lot of people see me and they think, what the heck is she talking about? What is she doing? I don't care. I don't care anymore what people think about me. That is in the past. I focus on me. That's all I worry about, myself and my kids. I don't care what you have to say about me. That's something that I don't even worry about anymore. You can judge me. You can have your opinion about me. You're entitled to that. And that's it. And I won't say anything. Why? Because I don't have time for that. Who does? I don't have time for that. I don't have time and energy to lose on people that are not worth it. No. It's not worth it. That's why you got to be very selective in who you allow in your life. Make sure you analyze the person. A lot of people are very deceiving. And yes, you don't have to judge a book by its cover, but as soon as you start talking to that person, you can see how they really are. Make sure that you listen to your gut feeling, your intuition, before you let anybody in your life. Another thing that I learned in my spiritual awakening is that we have to live life to the fullest. We have to enjoy life. We have to learn to love ourselves for great things to come to us. You have to open your heart and allow these amazing things to come to us. You can't expect great things and not do anything to accomplish that. I've been working very hard. It's taken me 3 years to be where I'm at. And I've learned a lot in these 3 years. I learned a lot about people. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about life, spirituality, the Bible, God, a lot. I will never, ever get tired of saying this. This is not easy. It's not. This happens to people that are willing to fight. This doesn't happen to anyone. Only strong people. And I feel that God chose me. And I know He chose me. And I know I have a purpose here in life to help many people. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be helping a lot of people through my spirituality. I know it sounds crazy, but you'll see. You'll see. As someone once told me, why would God choose you? What makes you so special? Well, that's exactly what I asked myself. What makes me so special that God wants me to be the special one? Why? Why? Because I learned that if life hits you hard and you fall and you break into a million pieces, you have the option to get up and shake it off and start all over again. Not everyone thinks like that, but I did. And I fought through it. I walked through fire. I did everything I had to do to be where I'm at. And I'm very proud of myself. I'm very, very proud of myself because this journey hasn't been easy. But I'll tell you this, it's been very rewarding. I had a dream one day that I was walking in a forest barefoot, and I was like energetically like grounding myself with nature. And I had my hands out like this. And I see Archangel Michael. And he comes to me and he puts these balls of light on my hands. And I'm feeling my hands really hot with so much energy. And then I wake up. When I woke up, my hands were hot. Like really hot. And I was wondering what was happening. Well, I realized that he showed me that my purpose here is to help people with my words, with my voice, and with my hands. I'm a healer. I'm a light worker. I'm an empath. I'm a medium. And I'm very proud of that. And I'm so excited for this journey that God has for me because I can finally help people. I've always been helping people. It's crazy because every job that I've had in my life is helping people. And the jobs that I had that wasn't about helping people, I walked away from it because I felt like it wasn't me. Isn't that crazy? It's so weird. But I heal people with my hands. I have so much energy, like I could see it. And I'm able to heal people. And I'm very proud of that. I'm so proud of myself. How far I've gone. A lot of people are going to think I'm crazy. But I thought I was crazy. I actually thought that something was wrong with me. But nothing was wrong with me. Nothing. I was just special. With some beautiful gifts that God gave me. And I've had these gifts since I was little. Because when I went through this awakening, I started having a lot of visions since I was little. I found out now that my mom and my dad didn't want me. My dad actually wanted my mom to have an abortion. And that breaks my heart that nobody wanted me. Somehow, my mom decided to keep me. And look at me now. I'm here cutting karmic cycles from generations and generations. Cutting karmic cycles that even my grandmother couldn't cut, that my mom couldn't cut. That's why I'm the chosen one. Look into that. I didn't believe it either until I had a vision. I've had so many visions. I come from a generation of mediums. It runs in my dad's family. My grandmother is 106 years old, and I know she's gifted. Yeah. Someone once told me that just by looking at me, they said I look like a witch. I was like, I'm not a witch. I'm not a witch. She saw my hand, and she said, you are. You come from a long line of witches. I'm like, I don't want to be a witch. I was scared. I was like, I don't want to be a witch. You hear witch, and you're like, that's bad. Oh my God, I don't want to be that. But she said I came from a long line of good witches. And back then, even if you were a healer, you were considered a witch. So I was a healer. And she told me that I was a starseed. I came from something very beautiful. My parents actually didn't want me. But God put me there. He planted that seed so that I can come, so I can help my family. Yeah. cut generational curses, generational karmic cycles that they were not able to break. I did that. How? By releasing my toxic karmic cycle. That's how. When you find your worth and you learn to love yourself, you realize what you deserve. And you don't deserve shit. You deserve good. And that's how you realize that you're not just an ordinary person trying to settle for whatever you could get. No. When you know your worth, you know what you deserve. Don't settle for anything less than what you deserve. Remember that. Yes, guys. It's time to see the light on the other side of the tunnel. And yes, the grass is greener on the other side. I never believed that, but it actually is. It really is. And you gotta believe it. Remember that movie, The Santa Claus, when the little boy told his stepdad that he didn't believe in Santa Claus? And he said, "Do you believe that $1 million exists?" And he's like, "Yes." How, if you've never seen it? Exactly. That's the same thing. Manifesting. Whatever you call out to the universe, whatever you think in your mind, whatever you believe that is real, then that's how it's going to happen. You have to think positive. Whatever you think in your mind, if you keep thinking, "No, I can't, no, I just can't, I can't do it, I can't," then you're never going to do it. But if you're positive and you think, "Yes, I can, I'm going to do it, I'm going to accomplish it," and you think with this, you put yourself in this mindset where you always tell yourself yes, and it's always positive, and you believe it, and you affirm it, and you actually, you actually believe yourself, it's going to happen. Good things happen. It happened to me. I learned the hard way, believe me. I always lived a life where I always said, "Oh my God, this is bad luck. Oh my God, this always happens to me." I was calling the universe. I was actually calling it out. I was actually attracting that type of life. I was. The more I was negative about my life, the more negativity came to me. That's why I'm so grateful for going through what I went through. I'm actually grateful. I thanked my ex-husband for doing what he did. Because of that, I found a new life path. I'm a new me. I went through this big change that my mentality is no longer where I was. I think that differently. And I'm very happy for that. I'm grateful. We always have to be grateful for the bad lessons and the good ones. The bad experiences bring the good ones. So we have to be grateful for that. Remember that. Well, this is where we're ending the story. But I want to thank you so much. I'm very grateful for you tuning in. I love you. God bless.